Day 4, Naomi. Why God withholds before he releases. Our devotion today, letting go of what's been holding you down. The hurt you carry is not a sign of weakness. It is a sign that you love deeply. And God is close to those who are hurting, not disappointed in them. Allow him to gently tend to the places in you that still ache. Healing begins when you stop pretending to be okay and let God hold what hurts. He can carry it. He can carry you. God is our refuge and strength, a very present help in trouble. Psalm 34:6. When Naomi's husband returned, he smacked her for questioning him. His authority left full-blown scars in and out. And now her involvement with his best friend Marcos consummated her condemnation. Not because she was evil, but because wounded people seek closeness the only way they know how, in desperation and despair. Naomi had carried many loads, and now she was ready to deliver another child. Nick, her husband, began questioning, calculating timelines. He marked every point of ovulation to this visit at home, and it didn't match. Rage exploded. Who is he? He demanded. Let me be gentle but clear. Monitoring a wife's ovulation out of fear of infidelity while committing it is not love. It is anxiety fused with power. Love is not surveillance. Faithfulness is not suspicion. Covenant is not control. But Naomi's commitment to her lover's life overrode her own. Nick brutally beat and sexually assaulted her. She could clearly see how he went from Nick to Knuckles. But the violence didn't begin in that moment. It was the echo of every violation her body had ever known. In terror and a mind overwhelmed by survival, Naomi's bond to men was cultivated in extended chaos. For several months, Knuckles watched her like a guard on duty, and so did his friend Marcos. He moped around with terror in his eyes that spoke, "Whatever you do, don't tell him it's me." And once her husband was catapulted with control, he was satisfied. And then he left. But this time, he didn't leave alone. He took the newborn baby. With Naomi holding on, being dragged, Marco stood frozen and followed behind while being ordered by Knuckles to lock the door behind him. Locked in the house, no phone, and pregnant. Again, this time, her husband made sure it was his child. Naomi struggled to stride. Her badgered body was worn. Soon the door opened. Nick left me in charge, Marcos explained. He knew the distance between Nick and home was too far to get caught. And this is where Naomi got caught up. Sex, scandal, and false security. "Why don't you fight him back?" "I'm afraid of him," she said in a reincarnated version of her younger self. "Kill him before he kills you." Stunned, frightened, but safe from the statue of her secret companion. "How? When?" Naomi fidgeted while kissing between plots. Still scared, but her need for security felt secure. Every puncture, every slice, every inch of the flesh was felt. Her hands trembled. Sharpness raided her heart. The texture of the meat was felt in every heartbreak, every heartache, gutted like a fish. Naomi's violation was more present than any chance of victory she ever felt. In and out, she heard the voice of her lover. "Kill him before he kills you." Did her lover for her husband mean actually kill her? Did her love for her husband was hoodwinked into waiting too long? Was it too late? Looking in Nick's eyes, she saw flashes of him holding her, hitting her, and humiliating her. The portal of her mind televised her kids smiling back at her through Nick's eyes. This strong resemblance erased any kindred trait of her in her children. Blood spattered, trickled And it tricked her into her forgiving everything Nick had ever done or planned to do. In this travesty, she saw Nick, not Knuckles. She could see Nick, she could. Then she saw Knuckles. Love and hate rose. Naomi's heart hurt, but it was ready to escape the Jekyll and Hyde union she no longer wanted to be attached to. But then, for a second, she wanted it all back. She wanted her husband back. Every slash was a chance to gain serenity. She wished there was a reverse button to push in her reckless revival. The wardrobe of the knife was dressed in blood, and the DNA in her marriage was met with a new kind of trauma. A new kind of trauma. I would like for us to look at a few questions. What labels have you accepted about yourself because of your past? Which of those labels did God ever give you in the last? If you were not ever damaged, who would you be? Thank you for joining today.